Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So let me ask you something. When you think about having a great credit score, what comes to mind? Probably getting approved for a mortgage, maybe a lower interest rate on a car loan. And yes, those things matter. But what if I told you that excellent credit does something far bigger than that? That it quietly saves you thousands of dollars every single year in ways most people never even connect back to their credit score. Today, I'm breaking down 11 life-changing benefits of excellent credit that go way beyond borrowing money. And by the end of this video, I think you're going to look at your credit score very differently. Let's get into it. Benefit number one, and this one surprises almost everybody, insurance savings. Most people have no idea that their credit score directly impacts what they pay for car insurance and homeowners insurance. Insurance companies have spent decades analyzing data, and what they found is that people with lower credit scores file more claims, so they charge more, a lot more. Drivers with poor credit pay on average $1,500 more per year for car insurance than drivers with excellent credit. That's not a small number. That's a monthly car payment. And homeowners with poor credit pay roughly 82% more for homeowners insurance than people with excellent scores. Excellent credit can reduce your home insurance premiums by 20% or more. Now, to be fair, 7 states restrict or prohibit the use of credit in insurance pricing: California, Hawaii, Massachusetts, Michigan, Maryland, Oregon, and Utah have various protections in place. But if you don't live in one of those states, your credit score is almost certainly affecting your insurance premiums right now, whether you know it or not. Benefit number 2, career advancement. This one catches people off guard, but it's real. A growing number of employers, particularly in banking, finance, government, and retail management, run credit checks as part of the hiring process. Not on every candidate for every job, but for positions that involve financial responsibility, security clearances, or leadership roles, it's increasingly standard. An excellent credit score gives you a competitive advantage in those applications. It speeds up security clearance processing, and it opens doors to roles that are simply off-limits to candidates with credit problems. Your credit history has become a form of professional currency, whether you signed up for that or not. Benefit number 3, housing market advantages that go way beyond mortgages. Yes, excellent credit gets you better mortgage rates, and we'll talk about the financial impact of that in a minute. But let's talk about the rental market first, because this affects a lot more people. In competitive housing markets, property managers get dozens of applications for desirable units. Excellent credit makes you the obvious choice. It can get you first pick on premium properties. It can eliminate or dramatically reduce your security deposit. It gives you negotiating leverage on rent and lease terms. And it gets you access to luxury buildings and communities that have strict credit requirements as a baseline. For real estate investors, excellent credit unlocks financing options that simply don't exist for average credit borrowers: investment property loans, portfolio lenders, house hacking opportunities. The gap between what's available to a 680 score and an 800 score in real estate investing is enormous. Benefit number 4, premium credit card rewards. About 62% of Americans use credit card rewards programs. But there are 2 completely different tiers of rewards depending on your credit score. With excellent credit, you get access to cards offering $500 or more in sign-up bonuses. Cards with 2 to 5% back on purchases instead of the standard 1%. Airport lounge access, travel credits, concierge services, exclusive event access. And the real strategy for excellent credit holders is managing multiple premium cards and routing different spending categories through whichever card maximizes the return. Someone doing this systematically with excellent credit can easily generate $1,500 to $3,000 or more in annual value from credit card rewards alone, on purchases they were going to make anyway. That is a meaningful number, and it is completely unavailable to people with average credit. Benefit number 5. Streamlined approvals and the fast lane. Excellent credit doesn't just get you approved, it gets you approved faster and with fewer hoops to jump through. Vehicle leases with minimal deposits, equipment rentals for business, high-value electronics through lease-to-own programs, even luxury car rentals that impose restrictions and extra holds on average credit customers. For entrepreneurs, this matters especially. Personal credit history is often the primary factor lenders look at for early-stage business financing. Excellent personal credit is essentially your business credit before your business has a credit history of its own. It directly affects your access to business lines of credit, equipment financing, and commercial real estate. Benefit number 6, higher credit limits and the utilization advantage. Here's one that most people don't fully understand. Higher credit limits aren't just about having more spending power. They directly improve your credit score by lowering your utilization ratio, the percentage of available credit you're actually using. The average American uses about 36% of their available credit. Excellent credit holders typically stay below 10%. And that low utilization ratio is one of the key factors that keeps their score in the exceptional range. It creates a self-reinforcing cycle. Excellent credit gets you higher limits. Higher limits make it easier to maintain low utilization. Low utilization maintains excellent credit. Beyond the score impact, higher limits give you a genuine emergency financial cushion and flexibility for major purchases without disrupting your credit profile. Benefit number 7, negotiating power you probably aren't using. When you have excellent credit, banks compete for your business, and that competition gives you leverage most people never exercise. You can call your credit card company and negotiate a lower interest rate. You can call your bank and have fees waived. You can approach lenders for better mortgage refinancing terms. You can negotiate personal loan conditions. Banks have retention teams specifically designed to keep high credit customers happy, and they have real tools to make that happen. Most people with excellent credit have never picked up the phone and asked for better terms. They're leaving money on the table every month. If you have strong credit, use it as the negotiating tool it is. Benefit number 8, fee elimination. This one is quieter than the others, but it adds up. Excellent credit regularly eliminates deposits and fees that average credit holders pay without question. Utility companies charge connection deposits to customers with lower credit scores. Cell phone carriers require deposits. Banks charge monthly maintenance fees. Some of these individually seem small, $50 here, $100 there. But across all your financial relationships over time, excellent credit customers are simply not paying fees that everyone else treats as inevitable. Benefit number 9, travel freedom. If you travel with any regularity, excellent credit makes the experience noticeably smoother. Car rental companies impose fewer restrictions and smaller holds. Hotels are more flexible. You get access to premium travel rewards programs. And practically speaking, when you're at an airport at 10 p.m. trying to rent a car and something goes wrong, being a recognized low-risk customer with excellent credit actually matters. Combined with the premium travel credit cards we talked about earlier, airport lounge access, travel credits, trip protection, excellent credit transforms the travel experience in ways that are genuinely enjoyable, not just financially valuable. Benefit number 10, exclusive financial products and private banking access. Banks operate a two-tiered system whether they admit it or not. Their most attractive products, the ones with the best rates, the lowest fees, the most valuable features, are reserved for customers with excellent credit. Private banking relationships, premium investment products with reduced fees, specialized loan programs, early access to new financial products. These aren't just incremental improvements. Over a lifetime of financial activity, the difference in fees paid and returns earned between someone operating in the premium tier versus the standard tier is substantial. Excellent credit is your entry point to that premium tier. And once you're in, the compounding advantages accelerate wealth building in ways that are hard to fully quantify but are very real. And benefit number 11, mental health and financial confidence. This last one doesn't show up on a spreadsheet, but it might be the most valuable of all. Research shows that 71% of people who actively monitor their credit feel more confident about their overall financial health. And that confidence is not just a feeling. It translates into better financial decisions, more proactive planning, and reduced anxiety about economic uncertainty. There is a genuine psychological difference between moving through life, knowing that if something goes wrong, you have options. You can borrow at a good rate, you can negotiate, you have flexibility, versus feeling trapped by limited financial options. Excellent credit is a large part of what creates that sense of financial security, and financial security is foundational to overall well-being in ways that reach far beyond money. All right, let's bring this together. 11 benefits. Insurance savings of potentially thousands per year. Career opportunities that literally don't exist without good credit. Housing advantages in both renting and buying. Premium credit card rewards generating real annual value. fast-tracked approvals across every financial transaction, higher limits and lower utilization, creating a self-reinforcing score cycle, negotiating power most people never use, fee elimination across your entire financial life, better travel experiences, access to exclusive financial products, and genuine peace of mind. The average credit score in America right now is 715. That's decent, but there's a meaningful gap between decent and exceptional, the 800 plus range, where all of these benefits are fully unlocked. And that gap is closable for most people with a clear strategy. Keep your utilization below 10%. Set up automatic payments so you never miss a due date. Request credit limit increases on existing accounts. Check your credit reports from all three bureaus regularly and dispute any errors. And be patient, because credit scores are built over time, and every good decision you make today is compounding into a better financial position tomorrow. Your credit score is not just a number, it is a financial tool that affects your insurance costs, your career opportunities, your housing options, your travel experiences, and your access to the best financial products available. Start treating it like the asset it is. If this video was valuable, drop a like and subscribe. I put out videos on personal finance and building wealth every single week. And let me know in the comments, what's your current credit score range and which of these 11 benefits surprised you the most? I read every comment. I'll see you in the next one.